the historical aspect in the sense of the Gandhi Ji's life is so well documented. See, it's not like playing Ghalib, where you can bring in whatever you feel, because no one saw Ghalib. There's perhaps one photograph of him which exists. The others are portraits, in each of which he looks different, like most historical characters in the history books you find, you know. So I could bring in a lot of myself into Ghalib, but with Gandhi Ji, I had to make sure that none of, and this was one of the earliest and most significant pieces of guidance given to me by Feroz, was that none of your recognizable acting habits should be visible in this part. And I realized that that was the challenge I had to face and overcome. Even if it meant being completely still and not doing anything, because my intention was never to do, as I said, an imitation of Gandhi Ji. If I could manage to roughly resemble him and manage to communicate a sense of truth and a conviction in what he's saying, I thought the battle would be won. If I could manage to restrain myself from my own acting reflexes, so that those things about my acting which are highly recognizable are not there, that is the first step. That was the first step towards getting there. And I still don't know whether, you know, that urge to show myself will overcome me in the middle of the performance, but I suspect it won't. But that is a very daunting task, because you have to literally tie yourself hand and foot. Otherwise, you find yourself not only behaving and gesturing and speaking the way you always did, but you find your emotional responses are similar, and they're yours, and they're recognizable. I had to hold all that back and attempt to portray, what shall I call it, a pencil sketch of Gandhi Ji rather than a detailed painting.